purpose. You wanted to moisturize, but you had a greasy lotion. Yeah, it's okay. Their body cream formulas are rather on the drier side. This is where all the perfume gets to shine. Oh. The title, you guys can pretty much tell that this is a summer shower routine by the fruity scents I use. Dirty Works scrub, and I decided to revisit. That was a fresh bottle of Caress Tahitian pomegranate and coconut milk. I have a review for the Caress body wash. I'll link that. So sweat proof, I had to really think about it because summer is coming up. Where I am already feels like summer. Where you are may already feel like summer. I'm going to share with you, after I pick that up, some sweat proof hacks. So of course you want to exfoliate first. I kind of did double exfoliation, but the Dirty Works Lovely Scrubbly body scrub, it wasn't that abrasive as you guys saw, given that it was just running down my hands and everything. I mean, you have to work fast with that. Caress is a bit thicker, but it's still runny itself, so it was just a very light exfoliation. I used the Caress body wash to just kind of lock in the fruity scent, since the Dirty Works Lovely Scrubbly body scrub already had like that fruity element to it. So I said, let's just keep the thing going. It's both of those smell very acidic. That's what I smell like right now. How you're going to need to shower in the summertime. You're going to have to do it a bit different than you do definitely in the winter months. In the winter months, you focus on moisture. Summer, you focus on moisture, but it's the type of product that you use. Summer, don't use any body lotion or body cream that you know is very greasy and oil based. Now, jojoba oil, as far as I know, isn't a greasy oil. Coconut oil isn't too much of a greasy oil, but anything else outside of that, depending on what it is, and I encourage you to do your research, it's greasy. In the summertime, if you've ever heard the saying, and if you haven't heard the saying, that's fine, because I'm not here to judge. Putting on lotion in the summertime, basically, it don't work. That is not your best friend, because you're going to sweat that off first. Even with the fragrance there, you're going to sweat off the scent, the fragrance, unless you use fragrance free. You're going to sweat it off, and then that sweat and that heat and that humidity going to come from your skin. And then it basically defeats the purpose. You wanted to moisturize, but you had a greasy lotion. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Again, I'm not judging. I had to find out the hard way. I am picking out here what seems like what I feel like one of the most less greasy type of body cream. So we're gonna put it to the test. Okay, very moisturizing. So this is not going to work. I just want it to smell like honey, but I forgot, since it's been that long since I've used this, that it's a bit greasy. It leaves, it's hydrating, but it's not good for summer. I want to show you something that's the perfect example that you should use. What I suggest you use, and this is just an example, doesn't mean you have to use this exact fragrance, product, or brand. Here we go again. Knocking it down. Use a body cream with a texture and consistency and formula close to OGX coconut coffee. Their body cream formulas are rather on the drier side. They still have moisture depending on the type of body cream it is, but it's more on the dry side. About this much. It's very thick, creamy, luscious, smells delicious. I'm going to work in circular, at a wide range, but small amounts with a drier type of body cream. This is still hydrating, but it's not as greasy. The key here with using a drier body cream is just to make sure you're not sweating it off, especially if you're about to go into some record degree heat. The drier the better, but working very, very, and when I say very, very small, even smaller than what you guys see. Working very small increments in the areas in which you feel like you need moisture. It would be best for you to get a small amount, or you can get a guap. Now let me tell you how to do it with a guap, which is a large amount. Hold it in one hand, take the other one, do that, tap. That's all you need. You still get the moisture, but it doesn't look as greasy as it did when I applied. I know I'd applied it over here on top of the honey lotion, but it doesn't look as greasy and shiny as it does when I put on the honey lotion. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. To me, that's a guap. Take this hand, take your good free hand, or don't slap so hard. Tap a little lighter than that. Not much went on the floor, so that's fine. You get the elbows. Now, as you can see, it's not much. You're still getting the moisture, just not applying as much. Right now, I kind of switched back to Dove. I was at church dancing around, and when I tell you every time I lifted my hands, I smelled this, I knew it was doing its job. When I tell you I kept smelling this underneath my arms, I knew it was doing its job. And I'm just like, why did I switch again to another clinical deodorant? Maybe it had been the cost, but I may be officially switching back to Dove, the clinical deodorant. So this here is the Skin Renew. I didn't feel any sweat underneath my arms. That is the key to you being sweat proof underneath the arms. We're on the arms now, the armpits. So I like to tap it. Now, if you want to put it on a different way, that's fine. There's no right or wrong way. Just, you know, as long as you're not trying to use it as a lotion, that's fine. So you still your business. So there's that. Now I've tapped it on, and we begin sweeping this in. Wipe this in thoroughly. Apply it. We're good to go. When it comes to the pocketbook, your purse. Oh yeah, we going there. Now, I shared this tip in a previous live stream here about how to freshen up without a shower. Now, we on the other side of it where we freshen up with a shower, because obviously that's the first and primary way. Even when my is not on, especially in the summer, especially if I feel like, okay, I'm finna encounter a situation where I'm about to be moving around doing a lot of exercising outside event or whatever it is, and there's a possibility of me getting sweaty. But you got to do your prep work with your lady parts. Tell you why. Because you could have armpits that smell like summer breeze. And your lady parts, you have not properly prepped that, and you will have a whole mess on your hands. The last thing you want is anybody to, okay, I will be crystal clear. Vulgar is not my thing, okay? You have to prep your shower routine and prepare to dress in a certain way. You have to prep a certain way to combat against the sweating. Pads, they aren't just good for your cycle. I know they have panty liners for a lighter flow or anything like that, but sometimes, in this case, you definitely want to do that where you feel like you're going to encounter sweating. Carry at least one of these in your purse for emergencies. You've already applied one of these. It's not just for the inside of your undergarments. It's not just for the inside. You want to take advantage of deodorant suppositories. That is a must, unless you're allergic, unless that's not your preference. Deodorant suppositories. This is Norforms. Been known about these for a long time. They are the last step when you are dressed. You want to go in with a mainly alcohol-based perfume that's very concentrated. I thought about including the fragrance mist and body sprays, but that solely depends on what type of brand it is, because each brand has a different formula. Cool. But it's best for you to go with the Eau de Parfum. Eau de Toilette borderline, but Eau de Parfum at max. I'm going to tell you why. Since Eau de Parfum is one of the highest concentrations, Eau de Toilette is just underneath. That's solely from what I've noticed over the years. You want to go with Eau de Parfum. It is the highest concentration. And then 2, it is also alcohol based. This is one scenario in which where you're trying to have a sweat-proof shower routine. This is where Eau de Parfum gets to shine. I definitely and purposely decided perfume oil can't work in this scenario, because perfume oil, unless it's alcohol based, it's still oil based, which means you could potentially sweat that out just like sweating out a greasy lotion that's oil based and has oils throughout it as well. Anything highly moisturizing in those body creams, body lotions that's greasy, they're not your friend for the summer. Just letting y'all know. Nothing worse than just sweating out your lotion and it's just like you done put it on before you stepped out the house. And now the scent is gone within hours because you sweat it out. Mist on Eau de Parfum. That alcohol is going to absorb the fragrance into your skin. But then that alcohol is also not a greasy formation. You feel me? It's not formulated with oils unless it's that type of perfume. And depending on the quality of which your Eau de Parfum, it depends on the perfume designer. And you won't have to worry about, okay, when you're sweating, it's sweating off. You're not likely to have to sweat it out. There will still be a hint of it in your skin, a hint of it on you. You want to dress in cotton, 100% cotton, or at least clothing with the highest percentage of cotton in them, because polyester is not your friend. Not when you're trying to be sweat free and sweat proof. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my summer shower routine. Plus, I have shared my sweat proof hacks. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all next time.